Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, check this out. I told you I was going to speak about this in a separate video, and here's the separate video. I truly believe that Tank's next fight should be against Gary Russell Jr., and I'm sticking to it. The Battle of the DMV. You know, Gary Russell Jr. is from the D.C. area. Tank Davis is from Baltimore, Maryland. This fight makes sense. I don't want to hear nothing about weight and all that type of stuff, because you can find some common ground with the weight. You know, at the end of the day, Gary Russell Jr., he deserves a fight of this magnitude. He deserves a fight like this. And, you know, me, myself, I'm going to keep calling Al Haymon and Floyd Mayweather out for not making this fight, or continuing to put Tank in the ring with non-black or primarily Mexican fighters. You know, there's other fighters out there besides Mexican fighters. And to sit up there and make it look like Tank versus Gary Russell Jr. wouldn't be successful, especially if you brought that fight to Atlanta, I'm telling you right now, they're going to get 18,000 in Atlanta if they make that fight happen. People are going to come from the DMV to see Gary Russell Jr. fight. And people are going to come from Maryland to see Tank fight. Not to mention the people in Atlanta anyway. You know, Atlanta got a lot of transplants there. Atlanta got people from Atlanta. They got people from the Bay Area there. They got people from New York there. They got a lot of people from everywhere. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's an up-and-coming city. So, me, myself, I think this is a fight that needs to happen. You know, at the end of the day, Floyd was the one that said, hey, we're not going to match Tank with any outside fighters with other promotional companies. We're going to find a bunch of PBC, you know, fighters for Tank to fight. Okay, well, Gary Russell Jr. is a PBC fighter, so why not that fight? You know, why not? Why can't we get that fight? This is a fight that I think should happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you know, while, you know, you got Jamal Charlo fighting a Mexican on Juneteenth, allegedly, you know, a so-called holiday for us, you know, even though mostly everybody on the undercard was pretty much Hispanic. I'm just saying, why can't Floyd and Al Haymon make this fight? Once again, Gary Russell Jr. is a PBC fighter, so what excuse do you have not to make this fight? Gary Russell Jr. has already said he's willing to go up. So why not? Like I said, they could fight at a catch weight, maybe, you know, 136. Maybe Tank could go back down to 135. They could just find some common ground with this, you know, with the weight. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, but I do feel that people deserve to get this fight, especially the brothers and the sisters out there. Can we get a fight celebrating two brothers fighting? For real, do everything with the PBC have to be black versus Mexican for the most part? I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just, like I said, I'm just me. I'm just gonna say what a lot of people won't say. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of these dudes won't state the obvious, what's going on, won't state the politics. They only want to talk about what's going on with companies that's not PBC. Where me, I'm talking about everybody. So, you know, it is what it is. I hope the fight could happen. I would like for that fight to happen. I don't know where people got this, that Gary Russell Jr. was going to be fighting, that he was going to be fighting Devin Haney, because I spoke to Bill myself, and Bill said that fight ain't in the works. So, just wanted to let you know, make the fight happen. Come on, Floyd. Come on, Al. Make the fight, man. This your boy, Town Biz. I'm out.